Hi. So I thought I'll continue with my weekly series of Premier League injuries. So coming to week two of Premier League injuries. So I'll start with Arsenal. Tomiyasu, as you know, has been suspended for a game because of his two yellow cards. Now coming to Aston Villa, you must have heard of Philip Coutinho. Poor guy has been again injured. He was subbed at the 66th minute to play against Everton, and unfortunately he injured in another 20 minutes. He injured his hamstring, and now he'll be out for another 2 to 3 weeks. This guy can't get a break. Coming to Burnley, Jordan Bayer, a brilliant player. Unfortunately, the German has got a thigh injury, a cramp, but he should return for the next game. And as Zaruri, he got a red card, so he'll be suspended and he will be missing the next game as well. Coming to Chelsea, the goal scorer, and I'm going to butcher the name, Carney Chikwemeka. He had a knee injury against West Ham, and unfortunately, he's going to get a surgery and he'll be definitely out for at least 6 to 8 weeks. Let's see what they've not yet told what exactly is the diagnosis, but he's going to get a surgery. So poor guy is also going to get a surgery. Reece James, he's had a hamstring injury and he's undergoing rehab. It's still undated when he will be back. Coming to Everton, Alexei Iwobi, unfortunately, he is against Aston Villa. He had a hamstring injury. He'll be out for definitely up to the international break anyway. That is for the next 2 games at least. Coming to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he had a face injury. Basically, he had a knock on his cheekbone, and after that, he had a bit of blurred vision during the game. That's why he was subbed out against Aston Villa game. So the striker, unfortunately, there's a 50% chance. They are saying it's not a concussion per se, but they're saying that since it's a face injury, they are taking a little bit more care. Coming to Fulham, Tim Ream, he's been suspended for a red card against Brentford, and unfortunately he'll be out also for the next game. Now coming to Liverpool, good news for Liverpool. McAllister has been he was suspended for his red card, but that has been reversed, so he won't be suspended. He'll be there available for the next game. Trent Alexander-Arnold, he had a kick on his ankle and against Bournemouth, so there's a 50% chance for him to return. But it looks good. He's training, so let's see how he goes. Curtis Jones, he has an ankle injury and he's completely out for the next few weeks anyway, so he's out. Coming to Manchester City, last game Bernardo Silva had an illness and he did not take part against Newcastle, so but he'll be returning definitely for the next game. Manchester United, just recent news, Mason Mount, unfortunately he picked up an injury against Tottenham. Exact injury is not known, but he'll be out for the next 2 games definitely, so do not expect him for the Nottingham Forest game. Sorry. So definitely he will be out. So if you're there in the fantasy FPL, you put him, please, you have to sub him out. Newcastle, Joe Linton, the Brazilian, had a knock. He was limping when subbed, so there is 50% chance of return against Liverpool, whether he will be back or not. Lastly, coming to Tottenham, James Maddison, he had a foot injury against Manchester United when he played really brilliantly, and he was getting a scan on his foot. They are giving him a lot of precaution, so there's a 50% chance of return. Then West Ham, unfortunately, Nayef Aguerd, he's been suspended for 2 yellows. And Wolves also, Matheus Nunes, he's also been suspended for 2 yellows. This is roughly, the whole second week of Premier League injuries and suspensions. So thank you for listening.